And hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 42 of Red Dirt and Stardust, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition Western and pirate science fantasy campaign. So, where last we left off the group, they had finished fighting the giant and his horrible goose abomination he grew in his own cauldron before setting out to explore the rest of the castle. They found some pretty lavish rooms in which they found a giant's spell book, as well as information on typical cloud giant architecture and how castles are typically moved. They then moved through a chapel dedicated to the All-Father and into the living quarters of the giants, finding their way to the primary bedroom and finding the place where the castle could be moved. Chauncey spent some spell slots to move the castle, at least somewhat, out over the oceans of Ponderosa. And the party then found where the key they took from one of the giant dinner guests was going to go and unlocked the safe, finding a variety of wonderful artifacts inside. However, upon entering the safe and beginning to rummage around, several swords, two suits of armor, and the rug on the floor all began to move. So, I believe I stated that the inside of the safe, let me look, is about 10 feet wide by 10 feet deep. So it is a 10 by 10 foot area. I do not remember who was standing on the rug. It was either Chauncey or Lyla that was standing on the rug.
It would be amazing if it was Lyla.
Oh no, maybe we can say it was me, sure.
Okay. One of you was standing on the rug. So I'm going to need you all to roll initiative as these items begin to attack.
Okay.
Typical. 5.
Be
Five
nice.
for Adrien,
17.
17 for Lyla,
16.
16 for Jed and Chauncey,
23.
23.
19 plus modifiers.
Goodness, all right.
Thanks.
So it looks like Chauncey, you are up first, springing into action. You see these swords and pieces of armor and rug begin to move. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to how many individual things are moving at this point?
So it looks like two of the suits of armor, five of the swords, and the single rug that is on the floor.
I'm gonna swing at the rug on the floor. Sure,
Awesome.
that makes sense in some reality.
Well, Lyla
Uh,
is standing on the rug, and it is starting to move. You don't know what it's going to do, so it makes sense.
yeah. Let me see. That is plus 10 to hit, so that's a 24 to hit.
Oh, that easily hits. It's a rug.
Okay. Did I separate the fire or bludgeoning damage at all?
Um, nope.
Okay. 13 points of damage on the first hit.
All right.
Swing again at the rug.
Mm-hmm.
27 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's moderately better. 17 points of damage on that hit.
Oof, this rug, you've smashed it twice. There's holes ripped in it. It is charred. You can barely see the floral pattern that was on it, but it is still rippling.
Bonus action, Talipo is gonna force start it from out in the air.
Awesome.
That's an 11 to hit.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. The
Okay.
bolt goes directly through one of the holes that your hammer burnt in it as the rug was rippling and did not hit the rug proper, unfortunately.
That's all I got.
All right. This thing is not doing too hot. So next up is going to be one of the swords, followed by Lyla. So this sword is going to make a single attack against you, Chauncey, because you've made the first aggressive action. It's probably not going to hit. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
The sword comes down and you bring up your, I guess you have your shield out at this point, your button buckler, and bang! The sword spirals in the air for a moment, almost pirouetting as you've managed to shake it off. Lyla, it's your turn, followed by another sword, and then Jed.
Okay, weird question.
Uh-huh.
If I fairy fire, because we're in such a small space, like, do allies get affected by that too? It says any creature in the area if it fails the saving throw. Like, do they need to save
It
from my
doesn't say that
fairy
you can
fire?
choose. Does it say you can choose?
It does not specify
Then allies would get fairy
choose.
fired. Any creature in the area would get fairy fired, which means if you're aiming it directly wall to wall in the safe, you'd get fairy fired and Chauncey would get fairy fired.
Yeah, no, let's not. Let's maybe do. Did I flourish an imbued spell today?
I
Did I do that?
believe you did in the giant goose fight.
Correct.
It
You're
was
right.
either the giant or the goose. Could have been
All
either
right.
one.
Then let me do. I'm thinking maybe. Let's see what this save is here real quick. Yeah, I feel like that'll be good. And then we'll use the. We'll do that for a bonus action. Let's see what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll just use it for a bardic, and we will give it to. Oh, yeah, we'll use that for a bardic. Let's do a bane. How many? You said there's a total of 5 creatures, right? The rug, 2 swords, and 2 armor.
No, there's 2 armors, 1 rug, and 5 swords.
5 swords. Okay. Then let's see. I mean, everything's in fucking range.
Yeah.
Can we do? Let's do the two armors for sure, and I don't know, like pick a sword.
Sure.
And I need charisma saves, please.
Charisma saves. Ooh, those are not good.
I figured not.
That one gets a 1 because it rolled a 5.
No.
That one gets a 13 because it rolled a 17. And then to the sword,
Also no.
rolled a 15, so it got a 10.
Also no. Okay, so they all get minus D4 from their from any attack roll or saving throw before the end of the spell while I'm concentrating on it.
Yep.
So, okay, they're baned. And then my bardic, I guess I will give to. You know what? No. Let's use that as an unsettling words on another one of the swords. So it'll just take a minus D6 on its next saving throw if it makes one.
All right. So I'll just pick a random sword then. I'll do that one. That one's
All right.
unsettling worded. All right.
Debuffs launched, and can I use my movement speed to somehow get off of this rug?
You can, but it'll get an attack of opportunity.
What if I don't leave its immediate area, just get off of it?
Actually, yes, you can just like move off of the rug. You will have to move close. You'll have to move further into the safe, closer to the cloud of swords. But you can get off the rug.
You know what? I'll stay on the rug. It's fine. I don't want to move closer to the cloud of swords. I don't think that's something Lyla will be doing.
All right. So one of the swords that was baned is going to go, well, the only sword that got baned, which is next up, is going to go after you, Chauncey. It's probably not going to be able to do anything. It got a, wait.
Yep, minus D4.
It got a 17. It would have gotten an 18, but I rolled a 1 on the D4.
17 does not meet it.
So once again, the sword darts towards you and you pang, parry it away. And that is the end of its turn because these things are shitty and only get 1 attack. All right. So Jed,
There's 5 of them.
you're up. followed by, I think, another sword.
Oh, how long has it been since we did the giant fight?
Um, are you looking for a short rest?
No, like, wow, has it been an hour, 2 hours, less than an hour? What are we looking at?
Oh, I wouldn't think it's, well, I don't know. Exploring the castle, maybe an hour?
He's wondering if he still has his shadow spawn up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think your shadow spawn would have gone down. It was probably somewhere close to 90 minutes to 2 hours to make your way through the
Cool. We're just
castle.
gonna summon him again then.
Cool.
Big, and this big spooky boy next to. So there's a cloud of swords and a rug is what we're fighting.
And 2 pieces of armor.
Okay, I'll put it next to one of the armors.
All right.
And I think I've already used my fireball for the day, so I can't do anything with that,
Also, it is only a
unfortunately.
10 by 10 foot
Yeah.
safe, so it would have hit
And
your friends.
did I stutter?
hello?
Um, yeah, I guess I'll just. Do I have any sorcery points left? Let's see.
And yeah, I
Yeah,
think you did blast the giant in the face with a fireball.
cool. I'll just quicken a spell at the rug. I'll quicken a firebolt at the rug.
All right. Roll it.
Nat 20.
Well, it had 3 hit points left, so this thing gets turned to ash.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
having traumatic flashbacks to Friday right now, is all I'm going to say to that, Colton.
Oh yeah, I did a lot.
Throw a roll. It's a 20. It's a
I
19.
had so
I
many
get to
20s
cast
in
Wish
that
twice now.
day.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God. Yeah, he told me about
Well,
that.
you get one of the
Mission
wishes.
Stop.
All right. So after that, actually, I think it is. Yeah, it's one of the armors up next. Um, the armor is going to probably just go for the closest person.
Oh wait, I didn't have my guy go.
Oh, your
He
shadow
gets to,
spawn.
yeah, he gets to do stuff.
Ah, yes.
He's gonna slap that piece of armor.
Cool.
And I think it's just a spell attack roll.
Probably.
Where's my spell attack? There you are. Okay, he's got a unnatural 20 to hit.
All right. That will definitely hit.
Cool. He does, and I always use the same one because it's the best one out of all of them. This is the guy that makes them slower.
True.
And where is he? Okay, 1d12, right? Okay. All right. 12 plus what bullshit is the way it's okay, plus 6. So it's 14 cold damage, and that's my turn.
All right.
I'm sorry, I have to take this call. This might be an interview thing.
Oh,
Alright,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh shit. Well, unfortunately, it's going to go for the shadow spawn. So we'll just figure it out if someone can pull up the spell, just that Colton can take his call,
I don't remember what a Shadow Spawn's AC is.
just so that I can hit his shadow spawn because it's what it would do.
Okay. Oh, you use the Shadow Spirit stat block.
And it's whatever one makes it slower is the one he's using. So I don't know if that changes the AC or the hit dice or whatever.
The AC is 11 plus the level of the spell.
And what's the level of the spell?
Um,
Third.
okay,
Unless
So it would be 14.
Unless is he at a warlock level where it's auto casting it at a higher level yet, or no?
I don't quite remember what
I
warlock
don't
level.
know.
This came at the worst time. Anyway, because I know he's 1 level less, no, 2 levels less than, so I think he's warlock level 6 because you all are 8. So he's warlock level 6 because he did a 2-level dip into sorcerer.
Yeah.
Let's double check what spell slots he's casting with.
Yep.
6th level, third. So he still only has 3rd level spells.
Okay. So it would be a 14. Oh, maybe he's coming back. You back?
Is it a debt collector?
Oh yeah, it was interview stuff.
Hmm.
All right. So I'm hitting your shadow spawn. That's what we were trying to figure out.
Cool.
So I was like, what's its AC? How many hit
Oh,
points does it have? Because I was gonna hit it.
its AC is 14. It has 35 hit points.
All right. It doesn't have a weapon, so it's gonna punch 2 times at your shadow spawn. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna hit. That doesn't hit. It's a 12.
Oh,
RIP.
It's gonna be a 13 to hit for the next one, which I don't think hits.
Nope.
So the armor just takes 2 swipes, but your shadow spawn is quick and dodges out of the way.
Whoa.
And so that's the end of the armor's turn, which means that it is the sword's turn, another sword's turn, and it's actually going to go for the shadow spawn as well. Ooh, this might actually hit. So that's a 19. And this one was unsettling words. So is that saving throws only, or is it attack rolls and saving throws?
Saving throws only.
Saving throws only. Okay, so this one was the one that was unsettling words. And it's going to swipe at your shadow spawn. So it gets a 19 to hit. Does that hit your shadow spawn?
Yes.
All right. And I believe it gets a D8. Yes. So that's going to be 6 points of slashing damage as the sword slices through. And then it looks like it is going to be Adrien, followed by
yay.
2 swords.
So we have the 2 armors and the 2 swords.
No, you have 2 armor and still 5 swords. I don't think any of the swords have taken damage yet.
Oh, great. How far away are the swords from me?
So you are on the bed. So I'm gonna say that you're about maybe 5 feet down, and it's 5 feet to the wall, and then they are in the safe. They're about 10 feet into the safe. So they're just perceptible. You can kind of see them floating around your friends, but this is where the Pythagorean theorem comes into play in D&D, unfortunately. I'm gonna say you're about 15 feet away from the swords, but you're also about 5 feet down from the swords.
Question. If I cast Witch Bolt, would the crackling blue energy be conductive to the swords? Like, would it have
No, it would
a
only hit a single target because the spell says it
boo,
only hits a single target.
boo? I say boo. All right, so the armor, how far away is the armor from me?
About the same distance. Everything's in the back of the safe, marching forward.
All right, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the armor.
All right. Are you doing the more damaged piece of armor, or are you doing the not damaged piece of armor?
Let's do the not damaged.
All right. And so Witch Bolt is an attack roll.
Yep, it is. Ah, damn it. I have to cast to do that. That is gonna be 23.
23 to hit. That definitely
Yeah.
hits. And roll the damage.
That is going to be 21 damage.
Ooh, what level did you cast it at?
3rd level.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, 3d12. Yeah.
Yeah, so you slam this thing. Whoops. You slam this thing with lightning. It's all of its bits shake together as the lightning arcs up and down it. It looks like it is a hair's breadth away from falling apart, almost as damaged as the other piece of armor.
Just call me Emperor Palpatine.
All right, anything else?
Um, I mean, I don't think my familiar would be much effective against armor, so I'm all set.
All right. So then the two final swords are going to make an attack against the shadow spawn since it's the closest threat. 14 to hit for the first one, which I believe hits it. And the other one does not. So it gets hit once. Oh, it only does 2 points of slashing damage. And then that is the end of the sword's turn, and we are back up to the top with Chauncey, followed by a sword.
Okay, so the rug is dead.
Rug is dead.
The armors are up, and all 5 of the swords are up, or any of the swords died.
All 5 of the swords are up. None of
They're
them
just
have
very
died.
dinged up.
None of them have actually taken any damage, but they've done damage.
Okay. I guess I will. Are any of the swords like, is anything in immediate range of me?
I would say most of the swords are.
I'm gonna swing at a sword.
Pick whatever counts as its ass.
Also, like, because the thing's it's only a 10-foot by 10-foot sort of space. Like, I feel like Chauncey's a little too close to that shadow spawn. So, like,
Probably.
movement speed is probably reduced by 20 feet because sadness. He's in sad boy energy.
Oh yeah, that vault is real sad.
Yeah. So sad. 27.
Oh yeah, very easily.
Do I need to divide out the bludgeoning or fire damage?
No, you don't.
Oh shit, get back in here. Okay. 23 points of damage to that sword.
Good Lord. Yep, that sword's dead.
I'll swing at another sword, because why not? 21 to hit that one.
Yep, that'll hit.
Are we always our strongest against like the benign characters?
19.
19 damage. Yep, that kills it.
Damage. Yep.
Oh shit! All right.
So 2 swords are down.
We're instead of having Talipo 4-start, we're gonna have Lovey May just try to kick. What's getting witch bolted right now?
The armor. 1 set of
Well,
armor.
We'll have her kick the other armor.
All right.
That's a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And it's gonna be taking. Let me double check what I add to this real quick. I think I add my proficiency bonus to the robot damage, not my intelligence modifier. Battlesmith on my phone. Where is the Steel Defender stat block? D8 plus proficiency bonus. So what's our proficiency? Are we 3 or 4? We're still 3.
Still
Okay.
3.
6 points of force damage to the other not witch bolted armor.
Oh, to the not witch bolted armor.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Lovey May puts a good old dent in sort of where the rib cage would be with her foot as she just clang, crunches into it, but it is still up and moving.
That's all I got.
All right, so the sword that goes after Chauncey is dead, which means that it is Lyla, then a sword, then Jed.
Okay. So the unsettling words goes away now.
Yes,
Just a heads up. And what do
but
we
the
got?
Bane is still up.
Bane is still up. We have 2 armors. What, 3 swords left?
Yes, 3 swords left.
Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Yeah. See, I don't feel like I'm gonna get good use out of my bonus action this turn because that's when I attack. And I don't have much on the attack. Yeah, let's just toll the dead, the non-witch bolty armor.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a what, wisdom saving throw? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this thing does not get very much, and it's baned.
Yep. So how does it die?
It
How
rolled a it
die?
rolled a 13.
Yep, it failed already.
Yeah, it failed already, but I just want to see by how much. It got a 6.
Yep, that's definitely not doing it. Okay, one of those die rolls was pretty good. That's a total of 15 necro.
Um, yep, that'll kill it.
Yay!
This armor goes down. It seems to rust a little bit, shaking violently before it just collapses into worthless metal. All right, and then
Yeah.
after Lyla, unless you have something else, is going to be a sword.
I guess we'll use the bonus action to give a bardic inspiration to somebody. Let's just give it to who likes attack rolls? I feel like it's pretty much just Chauncey. We'll give it to Chauncey.
Basically.
Everyone else is a saving throw queen.
Pretty much.
I know that's the way I am. I hate rolling attack rolls.
Chauncey's
All
our
right.
squishy tank.
All right, so Chauncey, you get a bardic inspiration. And then we have a
Oh,
sword.
shit, I forgot. I have magical inspiration. You can add my bardic inspiration to the damage of spells as well. The damage
Oh
or
yeah, you can.
I forgot about that.
All right.
Eh.
Sword's gonna go for Lovey May. Mm, woohoo.
Bloody may even have anything inside of her.
18.
18 will hit.
All right, so she's gonna be taking some damage.
Um,
She's gonna be taking an
Silvery
8.
bar?
Oh, silvery barbs.
Yep, and then we'll give the advantage to Chauncey.
15. Does 15 hit Lovey May?
15 still hits her. That is her AC.
So she's gonna be taking 8 points of slashing damage.
We'll still give him the
Slash.
advantage. No.
Okay.
And then it is Jed's turn.
Cool. So it's 2 armors and a sword now, right?
1 armor and 3 swords.
I um
And one of
I'm
the
gonna
armors is
just
witch bolted, so
cool. I'll do a 3rd level guiding bolt on one of the swords.
all right. Roll it.
Yeesh. Okay, it's a 14 to hit.
Ooh, that does not hit,
R.I.P.
unfortunately, as the sword deftly dodges and pirouettes out of the way of your bolt that just ping, pang, pong, pong, bounces around the inside of the safe for a moment before dissipating.
I'm a quick and a firebolt at it.
Cool.
Do it.
Quick in that
That's
firebolt.
16.
That still does not hit as it deftly pirouettes and whirls out of the way of your firebolt. It
Hell yeah.
lands harmlessly in the corner.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm gonna do a Shadow Boy attack. I'm rolling nothing above a 6 right now.
Jesus Christ. What are you
But this is on the
attacking?
armor, so that's a 13, a 14 to hit.
It brings up its gauntleted hand and smacks your shadow spawn's claw out of the way.
Well, that's my turn.
All right. So after Jed is gonna be 1 sword, then Adrien, then the final sword. So this sword is going to go for the shadow spawn. Does a 19 hit your shadow spawn?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's going to take 2 whole points of slashing damage. Woo. And then we have, oh, I forgot about the other armor. So we have Adrien, and then we have the sword, and then we have the witch bolted piece of armor. Not sure the witch bolted piece of armor is going to survive very long because Adrien's going before it. Yep. So Adrien, what you doing? I'm assuming action witch bolt.
Well, actually, what I was gonna do is I was gonna offer Jedidiah to mind sliver the sword that he was trying to attack. Feel like he has a vendetta against that now.
All right.
I think you'll have to
I'm
forego your Witch Bolt if you do that.
True.
Yeah,
It's pretty damaged already, right?
it is, but you could kill the piece of armor theoretically with a witch bolt.
True.
All
That's why
right.
I didn't attack it. Like I was like, I might as well just let him kill that shit. Like,
Uh, so what do you guys want me to do?
mm,
Whatever your spirit tells you.
yeah, it's your turn, man.
A lot of help.
I just wanted to give you the option to continue using
I
your witch
mean,
bolt and
okay,
kill
so
your
I guess
shit.
I'll just continue to witch bolt the armor.
All right, so you use your action to witch bolt the armor. How much damage does it take? Because I think once it hits, it doesn't have to hit again. It just keeps zapping once you use
Yep,
your action.
it's
So
just
roll that
slowly
sweet,
flowing.
sweet damage. You don't need to hit.
Um, that's gonna be fun. That's 23.
Yeah, this piece
No.
of armor just explodes. It dies instantaneously. It just explodes, crackling lightning everywhere as the pieces plang, pang, pang across the inside. And your witch bolt does unfortunately go down, but that's because the enemy died. So now it is just three swords, of which one of them is going to. All right, so whoops, one will be Lovey May, two will be Chauncey, three will be the Shadow Spawn, and four will be Lyla. Whoops. Looks like it's going for Lovey May. It got a two, so it doesn't matter. Lovey May deftly axe kicks it out of the way, and we are back up to the top with Chauncey. There are now only three swords.
okie dokie. I'm going to attack one of the swords.
Mhm.
Are they any other? Are they all undamaged or some of them
They are
damaged?
all undamaged because you all have managed to deal more than their hit points and damage on each attack against them if they hit.
Not a great defense.
So I'm gonna swing at one of the swords. We're not gonna aim for the one that Jed's trying to desperately kill. We're gonna try to
Okay.
leave that one for him.
Okay.
25 to hit the sword.
That'll hit.
Do I need to divide separate any of my damage on these guys?
Nope.
Okay, what did we roll? What did we roll? 20 points of damage on that sword.
It is
Oh,
dead.
Cool.
And that's when Lyla, your bane, goes down.
yep, there we go.
I'll swing at the other sword that it doesn't have beef with Jed. That's only a 15 to hit.
That
Or no, wait, Bardic Inspiration.
okay, I was about to
There you go.
say.
What is it? A D what?
D6.
D6. Okay, so I rolled a 6, so that'll be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Ooh, we got a couple sixes in this batch. 7, 8, 9, 10, 24 points of damage on that sword.
You destroy this sword as well.
Damn.
We're gonna soften up the last sword with our bonus action by having Talipo outside throw a 4-star at it.
Cool.
Nat 20.
Oh my
Eh.
God.
Nice.
I mean, she only
Nice.
deals a D4 of damage.
Right,
So,
crit. I was gonna say you just
That's
critted
four.
D4.
so it's 9 points of force damage to that sword.
Dang.
I mean, it is
Talipo.
still pretty dinged up. You probably blow the front like 6 inches of the sword off. But it's still hovering around, kind of wobbly, woozy a little bit, like it's drunk. You knocked off a very good portion of its health with that blast. Um, Unfortunately, I believe it is Lyla up next, followed by Jed then.
Well, I'm gonna toll it dead.
All right.
Yeah,
And what saving throw is it? Wisdom?
that's a wisdom saving throw.
Mm. It got a 5.
Yeah. All right, and that is 17 points of damage.
This thing just dies. It just drops to the ground.
Just just falls over.
It's just completely dead.
Lyla just yells at it, and another thing. And
And you are all out of initiative.
You guys okay down there?
Well, up there technically, but
Oh, I thought okay. I thought I was on the bed and they were on the floor or something like that.
No, they're in the safe, which is above the
Okay.
bed.
Okay, you guys okay up there?
Ruffled my skirts a bit, but other than that, I think I'm all right.
I'm
That's good. Was there anything else in the safe besides death?
Yes,
Investigation check.
there is another suit of armor that did not begin to move at all.
Not for me.
There is a very large javelin. There is also a large bottle. There looks to be about 100,000 gold pieces and 100,000 gold pieces worth of gems. So
Oh,
200,000 gold worth of shit. There is another bottle. There is a large rope. There's a shield with an eye painted on it. There is a silver staff
Oh,
that looks like the end of the staff is like an explosion of lightning. There is another sword that didn't get up. And there is a very large pair of boots that look like there were two other pieces of leather on either side that are shaped like wings. These are all
oh.
like giant sized objects, but like the pipe of smoke monsters, you figure once you pick them up, most of them will probably shrink down to your size and you can use them. However, you don't know
Dibs
what
on
any of
the
these things are.
dibs on
well,
the staff.
I mean, fortunately, some of us can cast
I was-
identify.
yeah, I was gonna say.
True.
Master Og, would you mind sorting through some of this business here?
So I'm gonna detect magic first to figure out what's the most magical out of this stuff.
Okay.
There.
Meanwhile, Adrian's just gonna stroll up there.
Yeah, I was like, are you gonna climb it? Yeah.
So it looks like probably the staff is the most magical. There is the least magical, I think, would be the armor.
Okay. We'll identify on the staff first, and I will use a spell slot for it instead of ritual casting because YOLO.
Okay. It is a staff of thunder and lightning.
Mm.
And I'm quickly looking up the armor. I'm assuming you will eventually
it?
make your way through all of the
Yeah,
items.
we'll just ritual casting. It'll take like an hour probably, but what
Probably.
else are we gonna do?
Well, you all can get in a short rest, is what you all can do.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, while
And
Chauncey
we're
is slowly making his way through all of the items, you all get a lovely short rest. So the items that are there are a javelin of lightning, mithril armor, a filter of love,
Oh,
Ooh.
a potion of diminution, a rope of climbing, a sentinel shield, a dancing sword, and a pair of winged boots.
isn't all rope a rope of climbing?
This one can actually climb. Like you can actually command it to go up things. So
Okay.
it is magical.
Can you do that list one more time?
Yes. So javelin of lightning,
Uh-huh.
filter of love,
Yep.
potion of diminution,
Diminution, as in like
diminution, as in
diminutive,
shrinking,
like shrinking?
shrinking. Rope of climbing,
Mm-hmm.
sentinel shield,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course the staff of thunder and lightning, a dancing sword, and winged boots.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you find in the safe.
Okay, interesting.
Um,
Well,
I will let you all divide this up amongst yourselves.
I'm in particular only really interested in the potions, I think. Everything else, I don't have any interest in at all. Y'all can do whatever the hell you
you can rolling. Speaking. Oh, speaking. Its command word. It transforms into a bolt of lightning. Why the experience?
Yes.
Blah.
I'm
Requires a
going to
weapon
say
attack though, which none of us are good at.
Right.
It requires strength.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yes, javelins are the only thrown weapon that requires strength for the throw. All other
Yeah.
thrown weapons require
dexterity.
dexterity.
I
Okay,
can
never
throw
mind.
it with my brain power, though.
Can.
I mean, I'm plenty lightningy by myself, so I guess I don't have to take that. What does the filter of love do?
Um, un momento, por favor.
I gotcha.
I got it right here. Filter of love, uncommon. Next time you see a creature within 10 minutes. After drinking this filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If
Mhm.
the creature is of the species and gender you are normally attracted to, you're regarded as true love while you are charmed. What? Who would want that?
No, no, no. It's for dosing someone else.
Okay.
You dose someone's drink, and then you be the first person that they see. And
I
Mhm.
feel
fall
like
in love with you.
Lyla would get the best use out of that.
Hello. That's
Yeah.
why I said that was the only thing I was interested in.
Very true.
Like
I
tits. I mean, just
What kind of
saying.
armor was it? Just mithril armor?
just mithril armor, yeah.
Oh, is it like
Um,
Is it what?
just
It's the
check.
half plate specifically.
Oh, you should be able to wear half plate.
I don't know if it's better than the half plate I already have on though.
Oh,
what was
true.
the
Well, it takes away the disadvantage on stealth checks.
oh
Oh.
So because mithril is light and doesn't clank around,
Ah.
so it would literally take away the disadvantage on stealth checks should you choose.
Okay, I'll take that, but I'm gonna zhuzh it up later in my shop.
I'm
please.
very sure.
Because I also have some adamantine that I got to work with over here.
True.
What was the potion of diminution he said?
It's a
It
shrink
basically
potion.
works like enlarge reduce, but it only does reduce, and I think it works for an hour as opposed to like the 1 minute that enlarge reduce typically works.
Okay, so it's like that potion from Alice in Wonderland.
Basically,
When,
yes.
yeah, when you drink this potion, you gain the reduce effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours. It doesn't require concentration, which is nice.
Hmm.
I don't know, aside from the gold and the gems, there doesn't really seem to be a lot that I'm interested in.
I will say for the gems, we'll just make it easy. 33,000 of the gems are diamonds, 33,000 of the gems are sapphires, and 33,000 of the gems are pearls.
Like
Just in
each of
case that
them are
matters.
worth 33,000 gold, you mean?
Well, there's 33,000 gold worth of. So it's not like a giant diamond that's worth 33,000
Yeah.
gold. It is a
So we
bunch
have
of
like
diamonds.
99,000 golds worth of different gems right now.
Well, it's 100,000, but I
100.
tried to do the math and I mathed the
Okay,
math wrong. So
cool.
it's 1/3 of the 100,000 is diamonds, 1/3 of the 100,000 is
Yeah.
sapphires, and 1/3 of the 100,000 is pearls. So it's going to come
Okay,
out to a really
well,
weird amount.
So if we're splitting that in four, hold on.
There
we
is
should get
also then the
25.
regular 100,000 gold worth of gold coins.
Damn, okay.
So
Okay,
we're each
Is
getting
all this gonna be like
Hold on.
cursed or something, and we
You
can't
don't know.
actually have
I
any of
did
it?
detect
You have
magic.
detect magic up. Like,
Oh, well,
You
true.
would
Only
have-
the items glowed. The gems and coins did not glow.
And
you
we just
have
get-
about, for each of us, 8,300 worth of each of the types of gems, pearls, sapphires, diamonds, and 25,000 gold.
so 25,000 divided by 4.
25,000 in gold and 25,000 in various precious stones.
We each get 25,000 gold apiece.
So
Correct.
50,000. So it's 50,000 altogether.
Altogether,
No.
but you'd have
Oh,
to
well,
sell
yeah.
the gems first.
You would have to sell the gems. And
Right. So that's
Mhm.
12,500 for each of us.
No, it's 25,000 for each of us.
So
Twice.
we have 100,000 in gems and 100,000 in coins. So each of us is getting 25,000 of each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I will let you do the math of how many diamonds, pearls, and sapphires you have individually in whatever bags you have.
I mean, like, I think three of us or all of us have bags of holding at this point. If
Yeah.
not, I haven't used my infusions yet today. Give me your fucking bag.
I don't think
My
you can jet a
character
bag of
is
holding.
an archaeologist by trade, and so I
Yeah,
believe
you
he
do have
would
a bag
have a
of
bag of
holding.
holding.
So
Oh
actually,
God.
yeah, I think Jed is the
Diamonds.
only one that doesn't have a bag of holding.
Oh, Chad, Chauncey's just gonna watch you start shoveling gems in. He's gonna be like, "Can I see that for just a minute, please? This is painful to me."
I mean, it's just, honestly like I felt weird like asking you to because you gave everybody else one and like even the new guy, which is like weird,
I didn't
but
give him that one. He showed up with his own,
You can
just stitching
tell.
into it.
Yeah, you can tell which ones are Chauncey's because Chauncey has been sewing the boss monsters you all have fought in little chibi form on the bags. And Adrian's bag does not have a chibi boss monster on it. So he
I
brought
can
that
live
one.
with that.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stitch it in real quick as I infuse it, and I'm gonna be like,
What boss
yeah.
monster are you putting on this one?
Well, the boss monster thing was for the little stuffed animals I was making. This
Ow.
one, each one just gets a little thing. I'm gonna put a little rose on Jed's because for his mom's inn.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'm gonna pass it back and be like, fair, but I also didn't really, and my voice is gonna drop. I didn't exactly make everybody giant circles of blasting, so shh.
True, true. All right. Above game real quick. I checked the inventory. If you guys want to add it, the correct values for what Spencer mentioned would be 1 diamond, 3 pearls, 3 sapphires.
Okay.
Oh, for the gold amount. Okay.
I just automatically put in the gold and just like meta, he's just gonna sell it.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lied. I'm an idiot. Let me do that math again. Ignore me. Don't add that.
Of course,
No.
this is assuming all of the gems are the same size.
Well, in their inventory, it only lets you do like one. Like
Oh.
mathematically, it's a sapphire or a diamond or a pearl.
It's not
Okay.
like medium or large.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
There's
25.
just a sapphire the size of my head right here.
Yeah.
There's just 3 chunks of it sitting there on a giant bowl for some reason.
Who wants the boots of flight or the boots?
I'll take that. Might as well leave with something.
I thought you were taking the staff though.
No, because I'm
You're
not
like the only one who can use it. Like,
yeah,
I
you're
think you
the only
literally
one who
are.
can use it. I have like a +1 for strength.
Oh
the
wait,
staff, not the
It
javelin.
casts spells.
Oh,
the
wait,
staff, there's a staff and a javelin.
yeah,
Oh.
The javelin of lightning and the staff of thunder and lightning.
Yeah,
I figured-
okay. I was gonna take the staff.
You're like
Yeah,
the only
this-
one of us that can use the staff. So
Yeah. It
like,
lets you. I looked it up earlier. It lets you do. It doesn't give you extra spells necessarily, but it lets you do thunder and lightning once a day, which like replace like third level spells for an action. So it's real good, and it'll help you save on your spell
Yeah.
slots for longer.
Basically, it's more of it conjures an effect. You can either cause a peal of thunder that does like a shit ton of damage, shoot a bolt of lightning that deals a shit ton of damage, or shoot a bolt of lightning and do a peal of thunder for a shit ton of damage, and there might be another effect on it.
all right, you know what
So I'm
then?
trying to look
I
it
want
up.
the boots of flight.
Ah, there
Campaign 2, round
Two
2.
campaigns in a row. You
I
the
get the
Two
boots of
flying-
flight.
campaigns
I already
in a
have
row.
a fancy
Sorry,
set
I'm not
of
catching any of this.
In our first campaign, Colton's character was also the one that got boots of flight.
Wait, did somebody...
Admittedly, my character had wings stapled to his back, so I was fine.
Very true. You were a creature with fly speed.
I was the only one who could not fly.
Yeah, that was rough.
I think so. Literally, I think so. Because
Rarick
Rarick
had
could
fly.
cast fly. Lark was already flying.
Yeah.
And Percy got the boots,
Got boots.
of flying. And I think afterwards, who was the guest afterwards? It was
I think our
oh,
longest running guest was Alex's wizard.
which could also cast fly. Austin's character, who I don't think could fly, but he wasn't in the campaign very long. Mephi was also the one, but he used the dragon spirit to fly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or he just rode on Chamomile, the owl bear.
Also true. Oh, Chamomile. She was cute.
Yep. All right.
So I'm gonna take the mithril armor, and am I gonna take nobody? Chauncey's just holding. Nobody wants this And he's just like, oh, nobody really can use the javelin. Just gonna
Sell
start
it.
sliding that in our bag of holding like Mary Poppins.
Sell that later.
As everyone now has a Mary Poppins bag. All right, so there's also the dancing sword. Is anybody like attuning to the dancing sword, or are you just gonna like have it in your bag?
I can't attune to anything else.
Yeah, I'm full. So
Yeah, I figured a lot of you were full, but it's what they
I'm
had in the safe, so
also
I
full.
say that as if I'm running a module and can't change anything.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Ooh, the javelin doesn't require attunement. That's good to know.
that's nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think there's a few things here that don't require attunement. Like, I don't think the rope of climbing does. The mithril doesn't.
Oh yeah, did anybody grab that rope of climbing?
I don't really need it.
Two of us have spider climb innately, so
All right, I'm
and the
gonna.
third of us now has boots of flight. Here, Lyla, have some rope.
It
Yeah,
moves
he
at
can
20
fucking
feet
fly.
around.
What
And
you use it for is up to you.
the lady will just climb her ass up the wall. That's fine.
There's also the Sentinel Shield. I don't think the Sentinel Shield requires attunement. I could be wrong, though. It's been like 4 weeks since I've looked at these items.
Probably a
it does
stupid
not
question,
it,
but
it
what
does
does the
not say it
Sentinel
requires
Shield do?
attunement.
It gives you advantage on perception checks and wisdom saving throws while you use it, I think.
The only
That's
one of
the
us
only
that can
thing.
use a shield with
Oh,
proficiency is Chauncey.
yep,
Yeah.
it is not. It does not require attunement, but it only gives you. Oh, it gives you advantage on initiative rolls and perception checks.
I need that. I need that so much.
Game
We need to
shields,
get you
man.
proficiency with shields then.
I think,
Uh,
like the Shield of Otters, you just have to have it on you. You don't necessarily have to use it. But also, why would you have a shield just hanging out if you're not going to use it? So,
Right. It's a little
I
weird.
always roll shit for initiative. Whatever, it's fine.
A
It's
plus
fine.
2 on a shit roll is still a plus 2
Still a
on a
plus
shit
2.
roll.
Okay, let's just get out of here.
There is a spell that helps with initiative rolls, just saying, which will be on your spell
oh
list if you want
yeah,
to pick it up.
Gift of Alacrity, I believe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Chauncey has it from the starting feat, from being he got it.
Mhm.
He gets it from his papa.
I
Yep.
got it from my mama. I got it
Like
from
I
most
don't
times.
see it as one of my abilities.
Just me then.
So
You would,
it's a spell
it is
that
a
you
spell.
have to.
You would
Yeah.
have to,
I do
What I mean is I
understand
don't see it on my
all this
list.
Yeah,
gleeful
then you probably
giving
don't
of
have
the
it.
treasures, and as much as I'm delighted by how heavy my purse now is, exactly how are we transporting all this back to from where are we now?
Where are we?
Yeah.
oh,
Just-
I
just
started
a-
moving
just
the
a thought.
castle and then we walked away from it. I don't know where we moved it to. Let's
I
go.
think you just aimed it towards the closest ocean.
I didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
The
people to
closest
interrupt your
shore.
process. You seemed really kind of excited about, kind of accomplishing the thing. Yay, we did it.
I mean, we were saving that whole town, and
No, listen, hey, I'm not, this is
the question
great. I
though,
love where we're at. I just don't know where we're at. So,
we really should figure
Maybe
out.
we should look out a window.
Yeah,
We
especially
got
if
here
that-
by riding the rock up.
Mhm.
So like
did you make friends while I wasn't looking, or
no.
right?
So do we just live here now?
Well,
Places to live.
with a potion and well, you can carry at least one of us with your boots now.
Can I try who? I can well, two of us can spider climb, one of us has boots, the other one is Lyla. So
We
Yeah,
are
the
on a
other one is
floating
Spider climb
castle.
isn't gonna help since this
Yeah, spider
castle
climb
is
is not going to help us get off the castle. Chauncey's just gonna be like, there is the question though of what happens with the rock now? Is it going to follow the castle? Are we going to park this somewhere where it's going to keep terrorizing people?
I thought that was why we were parking it over the ocean.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, the rock does need to eat and will probably return to land as there's no giants to take care of it.
We just gonna kill the rock?
I was honestly kind of wondering why we didn't just, do that. This seemed like a lot of, I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, gold, it's great, well, but
It's shiny gems.
It does
just
feel
saying.
like a waste of a giant floating castle to just leave it over top of the ocean, though.
Well, would you like to put it in your backpack and take it with you?
No, but we could take it back to Drake's Ridge with us, and
Would
once we
it
take care of the rock, we have an aerial base of operations, is all I'm saying.
also this is controlled by uh storm giants, I believe.
Cloud
Uh,
giants.
Well, not
uh
no more.
potato. So would is it above board? Is it capable of creating rain?
I mean, it's storming outside. It's surrounded by storms, which
Okay,
means
because
that if you park it over Drake's Ridge is going to be eternally stormy unless you find a way to turn the storm off.
I mean, is there a way to turn the storm off? Magical
I don't
investigation.
You
know
didn't
nothing about
check.
giants.
We could probably figure out a way to turn the storm off if you
Would that be
just
I mean,
Arcana or
there is that book in the library that explained that the castle could be moved, so perhaps there's something in that book in the library that would tell you how to turn the storm off.
to the library? The amount of times I've said that. Um,
Feel like we're no, you know what? Never mind. To the library. To the mother.
Lyla, use your rope of climbing to get us down here from here.
It's only 5 feet.
I
That's
think
a
there's
joke.
stairs.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought we were on like a
climbed up here
table.
without the rope. I don't need none of that to get
The
down.
tables are not that high. Like, giants are actually not that big in this universe. You estimate that most cloud giants are somewhere between 15 to 20 feet tall. So the tables and chairs are not so high that you can't just like climb down of your own accord onto things.
Okay, let's just do that.
So you can like descend the stairs pretty easily. It's going to take you a little bit because you'd have to like slide off the step and whatever, but
Speak for
you can
yourself.
ascend and
Spider climb.
descend. Very true. So yeah, I'm going to say that you probably make your way back to the library very slowly, across the bridge, through the chapel, and then over to the library where I don't think you actually put that book away, so it is still laying on the floor.
Without the threat of being stomped on, this place is quite lovely.
I don't absolutely hate the idea of using it as a base. It's just the logistics are in question.
getting up and down would be a little bit of a current predicament, but
We could always create a rope ladder, just a very, very long rope ladder.
No,
Yeah,
certainly
several
not
mile
the
long
one,
rope
but
ladder.
Or we could try to tame the rock.
I mean, I can kind of speak with animals. I can
Right.
like
I think
talk
it's
to it and ask it if it would help us. Maybe. Oh, okay, no. So in character, maybe if we offer to continue taking care of it, what like its old masters did, it would I don't know, drive us back and forth.
right. Like as long as they feed it, it should be fine. And also, who's going to attack a town with a rock? Really?
What are we gonna feed it? It's a
Bears?
giant ass bird.
A giant ass bird seed.
Vagabonds, criminals.
I mean, there is that
Nobody comes to
infestation of-
Drake's Ridge, okay?
Unless they're going to somewhere
Well,
else.
we have a hair salon now.
Yeah, that's gonna bring in the tourists.
All right. Well, nobody needs your negativity either. Okay.
I think that's exactly what we need right now. I think we. I'm not seeing a whole lot of
townspeople start
options outside
disappearing.
of maybe moving this back over land somewhere that we don't care about, I guess.
I mean, I did study the schematics of the Bubo Alpha when we fought Corrigans, so I could at least with time, I could probably whip up some small flying craft to get to and from and just kill the rock so it doesn't bother people.
I was gonna say, is that still assuming we gotta kill that big bird?
Who hasn't wondered what rock tastes like?
I think most
I'm
people
imagining
probably,
spicy
but
chicken.
I didn't know what a rock was except for the
yeah.
hard thing that was outside my house. I
Okay, are we at the library yet?
Yeah, you are at the library. The book of giant architecture is still on the floor. It's still very large.
All right, can I
Um,
do an Arcana check?
it probably need to
Or
be an investigation check to like
potato,
flip through the
potato, it's still the
book.
same plus.
Oh, okay, cool.
That is going to be a 19.
All right. So there is a page on magical disguises.
Ooh.
The castle itself, some castles are outfitted with the ability to straight up turn invisible, but most castles are equipped to either shroud themselves with a cloud or shroud themselves with a storm cloud. The storm cloud can be turned off and turned into a regular cloud, but generally castles that have clouds cannot turn invisible. The storm is turned on and off, as well as the disguise is turned on and off, so you can literally turn the cloud off from the same place that it is directed. The central sort of system, the globe in the master bedroom is where you would turn it on and off.
We could, like, so as he reads this, he looks up at everyone else and he's like, with this castle, we could revolutionize the agriculture in Drake's Ridge. What is now a desolate wasteland could be an abundant resource.
It did not say that it would create rain. It just said that it
Oh,
makes a cloud.
I thought you said it could possibly make rain.
Nope. It only does the thunder and lightning. You noticed
S-
it was not raining in Alpine Springs.
Yep, just dark storm clouds.
Yep.
You just love shitting on my parade.
It
Well,
it just it doesn't have that function.
that's all you'd be doing to the folks of Drake's Ridge is just shitting right on their day.
Um,
Oh,
let's
hi,
see.
friends. Did somebody ask for dark and dreary? I'm just gonna park this right here.
Well, is it able to turn invisible?
No, most likely
So
not.
it's just able to create thunder and lightning.
So you can either have, according to this book, with this castle, it sounds like you can probably just turn the cloud off, as in people would just look up and see this castle floating in the sky, have the cloud on, in which case it is a white, fluffy cumulonimbus cloud that's just sitting there in midair, or have it be a storm cloud that shoots lightning all over the place and howls and causes a lot of darkness and that sort of thing.
Which sounds like
So
a great offensive ability.
it doesn't
It
say anything about
sounds offensive,
shooting
period.
lightning necessarily, but it's more of just a disguise to keep people from going near it, essentially. It's a magical disguise, essentially, for the whole castle.
Well, at any rate, it sounds like you've sorted out a route home.
Yeah, I mean, I believe I could control this to go back to Drake's Ridge.
And we
Yeah,
got
it
it.
does just require, you would know, since Chauncey was able to move it out over the ocean, it only requires spell slots. So you can fuel it with your spell slots, and depending on how many spell slots you feed into it, it'll move and go in a certain direction. You probably can't just feed a first level spell slot and make it Drake's Ridge. It's going to take quite a few spell slots to make it there. Um, but that is only because you are not a giant yourself, and therefore the giant magics are a bit weird about it.
Uh,
Well, all right. Then do we address this rock situation before or after we make it back to town?
I don't. Where is the rock?
That was sort of my point.
Yeah, you don't know where it is. It dropped you off and left. You don't know where it went.
Okay. I suppose we could just bring it near Drake's Ridge and wait for the rock to find it and
And
then address the issue.
and eat the townspeople and the horses.
I'm not saying like close to Drake's Ridge. I'm just saying near it.
I mean, if the rock roosts somewhere in this castle. We can find its nest and just take care of it while it's sleeping.
Well, then I suppose that's objective number one.
Okie
Alright.
dokie.
And then we move this big old bastard home and I get myself a drink.
Objective number 2.
Objective number 2. Well, shit. I guess we better start looking for I don't know, some trees or a barn or something. Anybody know it? Who knew the thing about the giants in the first place? How do they keep them?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Okay.
That session was so long ago.
Yeah. I don't remember who rolled that history check.
I think it was me.
And I think it was I feel like it was Chauncey and Adrien that rolled that check.
That both did.
But yeah, there is a stable somewhere that they keep the rocks in.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
A stable somewhere.
So back outside then?
Investigation check.
I guess sure. Give me an investigation check as you all leave and begin wandering the castle.
21.
Okay. As you get back down to the tea room, there is a staircase down on the opposite side of the room that you all did not go down. You just went up to the bedrooms and kind of stopped investigating there.
Oh, looks like we're going to the roost.
Oh,
Do we want to
you think
kill
it's
it?
that way?
Yes, it's that way.
Do we want to kill it now, though, or do we want it to take us to the ground first?
I'm
Taking the-
assuming we could control the castle to go further down.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, no, that is a good point, though. But then, I don't know, that's the most responsible thing to do, bringing the rock back home, taking it all the way down to the ground, and then fighting it when we could just take care of it here.
Oh, good.
Though I'm not saying you don't make a valid point. What I'm saying is I'm torn. Yeah, that wasn't very helpful.
Why don't we just go look for its nest?
Preferably before the hour runs up and Jed loses his little friend over here.
Objective number 1.
So you head down the stairs into what appears to be a prison. It's about the same size as the tea room, which is still ostentatiously large, but it is a single hallway that goes from the stairs to what appears to be another set of stairs that goes down. There are 3 large cells on either side. The actual sort of walls have like this arch that goes where under the arch is the bars, and there is what appears to be a skeletal foot sticking out of the second cage on the left. Very, very large skeletal foot. But other than that, it just seems like a prison.
Oh, this is a charming addition to the architecture.
Certainly not as stable, is it?
I will also say the bars are wide enough that you all, being the size you are, could probably just like suck in your stomachs and squeeze between the bars. So it wouldn't hold people your size, but it would certainly hold giants.
Chauncey with his armor.
Well, as macabre and fascinating as all this is, I don't know it's exactly what we were looking for.
Was there a door or anything at the end of this?
Yes, there was another staircase that leads down.
Could go further that way.
Gaily forward, then.
This time, when you make your way down, the room at the base of this tower seems to not have one of the walls. It is open to the elements. You see down into the swirling storm beneath you. And indeed, in this place, it seems to be large enough for a rock to sit comfortably, to be able to fly into comfortably. And there is a nest. There are
Hey.
also two saddles, very, very large saddles, hanging on the wall, as well as some rock-sized raiments that are hanging on the wall. There seems to be a barrel of some sort of something. The lid is on it, but it is possibly a feed container. And then there is a very, very large sort of trough that is filled about a quarter of the way up with meat. It looks like meat was left there for it, but the meat has been slowly going off, so it smells not great. The open air and the whirling storm is taking care of most of the stench, but as you get down, you start to smell it. That sort of coppery, metallic smell of rotting meat.
Hmm. I
As you
mean,
begin to make your way down. But yeah, this seems to be where the rock nested, and it's heavily implied that there were, of course, two rocks. Possibly, as Tex mentioned, a mated pair, but there is not any rock here at the moment.
Well, now what?
I guess we sit and wait.
Oh, I mean, all right. Hell, okay. Who's the gin at cards?
Against you,
Um,
Lyla, I think all of us know at this point that's not a good idea.
Oh, lame. She's just like shuffling the cards or like going back and forth between her hand, just
yeah.
You're just trying to get some of the gold we all just got.
nobody wants to play with me.
Hey, you have plenty of people back home who want to play with you.
Well, I don't know about plenty, but
Do we
All
need to
right.
like stealth or something to try to hide ourselves?
I mean,
Just
if you would like, or if you just want to straight up wait for it, you can.
would it come to us if it saw us there?
Nah.
You don't know.
Is there anything like a convenient whistle to get the rock to show up nearby?
Is there a rock summoning button somewhere?
good call. Yeah,
Rocks. Summon rock. Bonk. No, unfortunately, there is not a summon rock button.
that is
Um,
upsetting.
it is possible that one of the giants had a whistle on them, but you did not see it when you went to the dining room.
Yeah, I don't feel like going all the way back up there.
Well, the
Um,
least we can do. I'm gonna start like cleaning out the trough of rotten meat.
Ooh,
Question,
I
are
was
any of the skeletons not giant?
No, there was only one skeleton, and it was a giant skeleton.
Oh,
Could I
Unfortunate.
could I be like minor illusion can do smells, right?
It
I
can, but
I
oh,
it's
want
not very
fair.
strong.
okay, well I'm gonna be minor illusioning the smell of like lovely cooked meat in here.
Can I? Okay, so my speak with animals, I cast it with the Fukluken lyre.
Uh-huh.
Can I sing the rock a song
You
to
can
bring it home
try.
to its roost?
You can try.
So yeah, I'm like playing my lyre and like casting speak with animals while I'm doing it, like
you know what?
singing a song
Give me a
about
performance check with disadvantage because of the high winds and the fact that you are the acoustics of this room are questionable because it just has an open side filled with howling wind. So performance check at disadvantage.
okay, can I guidance myself?
You may guidance yourself.
I'm gonna guidance myself. Yeah.
Yes.
With disadvantage, I got a 24. I don't even need the guidance.
All right. So you begin to sing a lovely song to the
I need to
rock.
find myself a birdie to fly me home.
Uh, while
You
Lila's
hear,
doing,
oh,
sorry.
okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say while Lila's doing that, I was gonna send Chrysanthus outside to spy for the rock.
Oh,
All
smart.
right. It is a tumultuous exit as Chrysanthus goes basically into a wall of wind and gets blown off
Yeah.
course. But once he kind of gets his bearing, he can pretty much fly. So make me a perception check.
Okay. That is going to be 11.
Lot of gray clouds, lot of whirling wind, not really much. If everyone inside would also like to make a perception check, although I will say,
Bird near
Adrien,
my fucking
since you are
phone.
looking through Chrysanthus's eyes, that was your perception check.
Playing the
Uh,
shit out of this liar right now.
Got a dirty 20.
All right,
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna have Lovey May do it for me.
of course.
Uh, okay. She got an 18.
All right. And I'm assuming Lila's not doing it since she's singing. Okay. All right. So the two of you, as you're kind of looking out over the storm, trying to see if the birdie is coming, you all do hear the very, 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 very distant shriek of the rock. It's probably going to take a while for it to get up. But somehow it has heard the song.
Still singing
However,
the birthday song.
you, Jed, and Chauncey, you see flying near the bottom of the storm, just kind of rising out of the clouds, are three winged creatures.
God damn.
It's hard to make out for you, Chauncey, or well, for Lovey May as she kind of gazes. But Jed, you distinctly see that they are kind of flying in a V formation. These are very clearly three small dragons, and the one at the front is definitely red
oh my God.
Oh,
It
good.
as they
brought
kind of
Goody.
friends.
fly, and then they fly to a place where the castle blocks your view and you do not see them.
Uh, Jedidiah will cast invisibility on himself, and it's a third level because I am a fucking warlock and I can't. So I guess I'll before I do so, I'm gonna. Jed grows very solemn and kind of furrows his brow in anger. He says, um, "Deacon is coming with his dragon riders. I'm gonna hide myself. Does anybody else want me to turn them invisible?"
Um, is that the guy that like wants to kill you, or you want to kill him?
I want to kill him. Yeah.
That's the one. All right.
I don't
Should
think
I should I stop singing now?
uh, that I mean, I think it's bringing the rock here, so I don't maybe not.
Um,
All right.
I don't know. I will just disguise myself real quick. I'll like change my clothes to look very bird keepery. And
That'll help.
I
Oh yeah, I'm
don't
also gonna put the Virgil disguise back on just in case.
All right.
also I don't think Adrian is able to hear any of this since he's
I think you can you both see and hear through your familiar at the same time? I forget.
I
As
I
believe
thought it was
you
one or the
can.
other.
I think you can do both, but you are blind and deaf at your
Yes.
location while you do it.
Yeah, so you don't hear anything. You just hear the howling winds and see the swirling clouds in the lay of the castle, and that's about it.
right.
As you just see Adrian just staring off into the distance, eyes whited over.
Cool.
Maybe.
Small little black feathers sprouting around his eyes.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just speak Guinevere real quick. Deacon's never met her, I don't think.
I don't think Deacon has met any
Oh
of
wait,
you.
no, I won't. I lied. That's a ball above game. That's bullshit. I don't want Adrian to see her yet.
Okay. I was like, I think
Well, I
the
mean, he's
only
not
person
going to.
I think the only person that Deacon met was Jed, and Jed was disguised at that point.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he knows nothing about this.
Fair. All right. So
Throw it
I'm
on,
just still singing to birds then.
throw it on Lovey May if you can't.
Okay. Lovey May and me are invisible.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna say maybe 5, 10 minutes later, bursting through the clouds, flying directly towards you is the golden eagle that is the rock that's flying directly towards the stable, and it kind of takes a moment to land and kind of walks in. And are you all hidden or are you all just like out in the open?
Well, I've been singing to it this whole time, so
Very true.
Chauncey's out in the open with Lyla, and Lovey May is invisibly nearby them.
And
All right.
Adrien is just checked out in the open.
Right.
right.
Unaware. Although, would he have seen the dragons?
He did not make a good enough perception check to see the dragons, so unfortunately, no. However, I would say that you probably did see the rock coming towards the stables, so I don't know if you wanted to like pull yourself back in or keep flying around as Chrysanthus. I don't know. But yeah, rock lands and kind of shrieks. Of course, in an enclosed room, it's very loud.
Yeah.
And then it
Oh,
just
sure,
kind of
sure.
climbs into its nest.
Oh, sure.
I'm just gonna assume that the sound of that would break Adrien out of his trance.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. And so you're just in the room with the rock.
It's all right, friend. Don't you worry about a thing.
It just kind of looks at you and blinks.
Shit. I didn't really
It
have
seems
it.
to it recognizes you all as the people that fed it and then rode it up to the castle, so it doesn't make any aggressive actions towards you.
Good.
Just kind of sits there and it's like, okay, people.
Listen, bud. That meat you had earlier, that was pretty good, right?
It just kind of blinks and
Well, so listen. Having absolutely nothing to do with us. Kind of looks like everybody who used to help take care of you is, you know. So, we was thinking, we might need a little bit of help getting back down, and possibly back up in the future. If then you might be partial to a little arrangement, we can maybe try to see if we can get you a little bit more of some of that meat you like.
it kind of croons a little bit. You get the sense that this thing is technically not a beast, and so the magic isn't quite working.
Oh, yes. Well,
Last time I just used tongues and talked to it.
so you won't give that a go, or
Yeah, yeah.
Since
rolls
none of
rolls
you
my
speak
invisible
giant.
eyes, and we'll just come out of invisibility so that I can cast tongues.
just like sit
Um,
hugging my fucking lyre, like bullshit.
yeah. I'll cast tongues on you, and why don't you give that another shot? Like,
Oh shit. I wasn't planning to die while you were doing that. Okay. Fuck. Yeah. Basically that same thing.
All right. This time
I
it does
try to-
kind of perk up a little bit. You get the sense it can't speak. But it can understand giant.
Right.
And it kind of perks up and it kind of opens its beak and snaps it closed a couple of times as it looks at you, almost expectantly waiting for food.
Well, I haven't got any right now, but
I'm-
we might be about to get some.
You could. I'm just saying, there's a lot of giant meat upstairs.
I don't think that would. I'm not comfortable with that.
I am. Adrien casually walks by.
I think the rock said it's not comfortable with that.
Did it?
Funnily, it does kind of caw, but it doesn't make any sort of sense to you since the magic doesn't really
Yeah.
work that way.
I mean, we're going to have to dispose of the bodies sooner or later before they start stinking up the place.
Ugh.
We might as well preserve them. We can make jerky
That's
out.
bird
We can
food.
make jerky out of most things, honestly.
Okay, just please stop talking and go bring us a corpse.
A 20
Ugh.
foot tall corpse.
All right, Chauncey, come with me.
Oh,
Oh,
Just
okay.
I don't know. I'll like keep the rock
I'll stay
entertained.
here with
Like
Lyla and the Rock.
pet
I
it.
think we should go to the giant in the kitchen first. Although
The
we do have the
freshest.
giant goose.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, the
we
giant.
got
Yeah,
goose meat.
well, we're gonna go bring some giant goose meat down
There
to
you
it.
go.
I'll cut off a
Giant
few goose heads.
there. That works.
For
That's
now.
how you doing, friend?
For now, but it's gonna take a lot of salt packing to get all of this meat preserved. Or a smoker. We could build a giant smoker.
I mean, you are crafty. She did not say to him because they're not in sight.
Yes, the two of you, I believe Chauncey and Adrien are making your way slowly towards the kitchen.
You know, there's this brilliant recipe for a pickle brine that I've been meaning to try out. I do wonder what it would be like with giant goose meat in it.
Right. Lord knows there's plenty of meat for us.
Alright. So you all managed to make your way to the kitchen.
Ooh, question. Oh no, it's a giant. Never mind. I want to use animate dead.
Oh,
Unfortunately, there is not a corpse that would work on nearby. Um, so yeah, I'm surprised there isn't with the amount of undead giants that they've released. I'm shocked there isn't an animate giant corpse spell, but whatever. So you make your way back into the kitchen with the horrible giant laying on the floor. Its ladle slightly dented in a Lyla head shape. Um, after she took a ladle directly to the face. And there is the giant goose corpse.
All
Here,
right, you grab one leg, I'll grab the other.
oh, I wasn't thinking we could drag the. How big is this giant goose corpse?
It's like a 15-foot tall goose. It's you're not going to be able to drag it.
that's a big goose.
Just theoretically, you are not able to, as a single person, drag it. Even if you were strong enough, it's so oddly shaped.
Is there a giant's butcher's knife anywhere in this kitchen?
Oh yeah, it's a kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a giant's butcher knife and I'm gonna start hacking at some of these limbs. And
Mm,
if it
All
helps,
right.
I can. A giant's butcher knife is the size of like a sword, right?
Yeah, I would say it's kind of like I would say it's arguably like Buster Sword size if we're going with like trying to find like a feasible weapon. It's a little bit too big for you. Like you have to be real careful that you're not gonna like fall over. But
I'm just saying I could infuse it because I can do that a few times a day, and then I'm better with it. Or if it's what check do I need to make to start butchering this goose?
I'm gonna say if you infuse it, what infusion are you putting on it?
If I put the enhanced weapon on it, attack roll, it would let me substitute intelligence for attack rolls and stuff.
Okay, I will say if you infuse this giant knife, you can just make either a survival or medicine check to butcher it up. If you are not infusing it, you are going to have disadvantage on that check and will have to make a strength check.
I'll burn an infusion check and I'll do medicine, I think.
All right.
'Cause I'm slightly better with those. Oh, here, can you pull that leg out a little bit farther?
Sure
Ah,
thing.
yes, the help action.
Perfect.
So you're taking leg meat.
We're gonna take it a leg.
Who doesn't love leg?
6. Okay, I got that on both sides plus that. And medicine, I actually have a positive modifier in because I'm already proficient in it. So 22 on the medicine check.
It
Yep.
takes 2 whacks to get this leg off, but it comes off. You now have a goose leg. It's probably going to take both of you to carry it, or you're going to have to, one of you would be dragging it at half speed and would not be able to dash.
I have a fighting robot with us too. Come,
True.
Lovey Man.
Lovey May just picks up one end of the goose leg.
How tall are you, Chauncey?
Chauncey is
Aren't you like 6 foot something?
no. He's
I'm not sure.
5'11", just underneath 6 feet.
Okay, I'm 5'9", and she's whatever. So she can grab the bone, I'll grab the middle, you grab the meat.
I mean, sure. Chauncey's just like, yes, put me at the bloody end. This is fine. And he's just gonna pick up the meat of it and just be like, all right, come on, everybody.
You're a
All right.
Dhampir, have some pride.
All right. As you are leaving the kitchen, you see walking in through the front door
Oh God.
3 figures. One is a dwarf with a beard. Another, let me just check. Yep, is a small gnome that seems to be carrying a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, what?
Um,
Oh, who?
it's an instrument that you crank and you press keys on it. It's kind of
Oh,
piratey. A lot of pirates use it.
Got it.
And a sort of tall elven woman with a sword as they kind of wander in, kind of looking around. And the dwarf just turns and, hello there. Um, I wasn't expecting help to be getting here until a lot later. I know Mayor Yvonne at Drake's Ridge. Are you from Drake's Ridge?
thank
Oh, Mayor Yvonne dispatched us a few days ago. Wait, how long has it been?
I think it was like 2 days. No, it was 3 days um to actually get to Alpine Springs, and then another day to get up. So it's been about 4 days.
The mayor dispatched us a few days ago, and we're currently going to go feed a rock a piece of giant goose. You are?
Oh, I'm Deacon Hubbard, and these are my fellow dragon riders. That one over there is Alberth, and the gnome kind of waves. And that one over there is Juanita. And the tall elven woman kind of curtsies, pulling aside her skirt to properly curtsy. I just need to go and collect my dragon riders so that I could, properly scope this place out.
Oh, by all means.
Hmm.
We're just, you know, having some lunch.
Well, it seems like y'all have been in this place before. Any news to report?
Um, all the giants are dead.
They murdered
Um,
each other. We only killed one of them, but really our friends are waiting for us. We probably should take the goose to them. Um, right? Chauncey's just like looking over at Adrien, like, right? We should go tell our friends that people are here, right?
right, of course. They would
We'll
be
just
so
come
happy.
with you since you already know so much about the castle. We might as well just follow along.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes slightly, but not in his direction. But like I know who this is.
Probably, yeah.
Adrian has no clue.
No, I think I'm the only person who knows who this be. Um, outside of the person who he, did the stuff to. But yeah. Oh, carry the leg. Well, if you're going to come with us, you can at least help us drag some more of this. Here, get another leg.
Yeah, there's more goose over there in the kitchen.
All right. Nothing we haven't seen before, maybe. And the group make their way into the kitchen. And I'm gonna say you get all the way up the stairs um before you hear a new voice, probably the gnome, just scream, "Holy shit, I didn't know they grew that big!" Just from the kitchen as you all are waddling away with the goose. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna say, given the time that it might take them to butcher the goose, or at least part of the goose, and take parts of the goose with them, assuming that it's the same speed, you probably have about 10 minutes once you get there to warn Jed that Deacon Hubbard is here.
Oh yeah. Um, so okay, so if we have 10 minutes, oh come on, let's Lovey May, come on, pick it up. Because at this point, I mean, what is Adrian's strength score, honestly?
Um, it's a 13 and a +1.
Oh, okay. So yeah, his strength score is pretty much on par with Chauncey's, but Lovey May is stronger than both of them.
That's
Um,
hilarious.
so he's just like, hop to it, and we're gonna speed the leg in.
All right. So that's 10 minutes if you all are walking. So if you all would like to make some kind of dexterity check, if you'll like
Sure.
occasionally dash or whatever, just to see if you can shave a few minutes off and give yourselves more time to prepare.
Is that a dexterity
Ooh,
saving throw
Nope,
or
that's just a regular dex check. So that'll be
what
a
if I
d20 plus
cast
your dex.
enhance ability?
could you do it on me, please?
I can probably do it on multiples of us. It's just gonna
Depending on
take a
what
bunch of
high
spell
level.
slots. Yeah, I only have second level spell slots.
Ooh, yeah, because
So would it
Artificer.
be bulls, do you think, to get it there as fast as we can, should I do dexterity or strength?
You can make an argument for both. The strength would make it easier to carry, therefore you can move faster, or you can literally just physically move faster. I will let you
I think
decide which one you feel would be Chauncey would feel would be more advantageous.
I mean, I feel like just if we make ourselves stronger, carrying it would be easier, which would just let us innately move faster anyway.
Right.
So I'm going to burn two of my level 2 spell slots to cast Bull's Strength Enhance ability on me and Adrien.
Does
So
enhance ability not require concentration?
let me double check.
It does.
It
Concentration up
does
to 1 hour. So only one of you can have it unless
nuts. Okay, I can only do it to one of us. So
What
what
was your strength dexterity score? Mine was 9.
my strength is 11, my dex is what is my dex? My dex is 14. But if we're gonna increase the strength so we make moving it easier, I'm just gonna cast it on me because it'll double my carrying capacity.
Okay. And Adrian is just gonna get carried up in the air while he's hanging onto the meat.
Chauncey's getting swole.
yeah, so you all charge and because of that, I'm gonna say you shave off and you can have 15 minutes instead of 10 minutes. So you make it down there. You assume since you're running and they're probably going to be walking, it's gonna be 15 minutes instead of 10.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna say we're just gonna skip forward and you all see Lovey May, Chauncey, and Adrian running down the stairs with a giant goose leg
Mhm.
as the rock kind of looks up very excitedly.
Oh, look, friends. They brought something back for you, and I am so fucking glad that it was not a sentient creature.
As far as you know.
I mean,
Is
hey,
it?
some animals have more sentience than others.
All right, we don't have to poke holes in it. It's fine.
Here, do you want to do the honors, Lyla, or should we just? Chauncey's looking like his arms are like straining against the fabric of his
I
whatever. He's
think
like,
I'm
I
gonna
think
say
we
that the
got it.
rock probably already is like leaning forward with its beak open, just like ready to
Yeah.
just take the leg.
Oh, by the way, we have some friends here from Drake's Ridge too.
I'm gonna, yeah. Um, just
They're in
turn.
the building already.
Did you? I don't know. Is there some unspoken thing? Read my fucking mind. Read my fucking mind.
Adrian just said they were here.
Yeah, they're coming with another leg.
Oh no, no. I want to tell you who it is from Drake's Ridge because he didn't say who it is.
I know who it is. I saw him coming.
Oh.
That's why I cast invisibility earlier like an idiot.
Oh
That-
goodness. They'll be here. They're bringing another leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep a
He's
distance from them, at first at least.
they seem more pleasant than I imagined they'd be.
I'm sure he's a lovely, lovely man, Chauncey.
You know that's not what I meant.
Well, I don't expect all of you to uh, join me in this if you don't want to, but this is something I have to do.
And by something you have to do, you mean killing
Kill
that
him. Yeah.
bastard? Okay,
Yes.
just making sure we're speaking the same language.
You're gonna do it here now?
Yeah,
Who
no, he
knows when
seems
I'll
like
see him again?
As
When
this
we're
bird
away
is
from
just
Drake's Ridge.
noisily ripping into this leg, this goose leg
we
in the
need to
Kill him
background.
here, come back to town, and say what a terrible accident it was we found him dead here at the castle.
Or we could just feed him to the above board, or we could just feed him and his party to the rock.
Honestly, that sounds great too.
Um, well, I do kind of understand why you want him dead. Um,
What's going on?
He did
Adrien
ruin my
says.
life, but yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I mean, or anything else? Did he hurt? Was it anybody else, or just like the one-off thing?
You mean him?
Yeah.
No, there's a few others.
All right. Um, on a level of like how much better things would be if he was not alive.
For me, it would be a marked improvement.
Yeah. No, I meant more like generally, like for everybody.
Oh, well,
Well, Jedidiah, you're helping me with my thing. I might as well return the favor and help you with yours.
that's what I'm looking for. Your team, you know? Why
Well,
why is Adrien the one giving me the least shit about this?
well, at least the last one was a prisoner, escaped prisoner, what murdered all kinds of people. This guy, what, rides around on dragons trying to save people?
He's also
Oh, we
responsible
could use
for
the dragons to
I
get
mean,
up and down from
don't get me
here.
wrong, he sounds like a self-righteous prick, but can't we just like, I don't know, turn him into a frog or some shit?
Do
Can
any
you
of
do
us
that?
have?
Is that a thing that you can do? I can't turn people into frogs forever.
I can
No.
turn him into a finely ground paste.
Dude, that's the energy I'm looking for, Chauncey.
He has people with him, Jed. They don't deserve it too, do they?
If they're all dragon riders, they do. They're his people.
See, that's sort of the energy I'm talking about. It's a little bit, uh, eh.
Well, come back to me when your father's murdered and your family's torn apart and you're driven out of a town.
I mean, right, but did they do that? I mean, and I know he's an asshole, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
What
Is that all right?
question?
Fine, Jesus. I mean, you're gonna kill him anyway.
Well, see, I can't kill him and not kill them. Like gotta break a few eggs every now and then, Lyla.
Yeah, you do kind of have a point, because what with the witnesses to murder and everything, and now I'm a goddamn criminal.
We've been criminals long before this, Lyla.
Well, yes, I know. It's just I
Crimes
haven't
have
put a
been
lot of thought
committed.
into it before now.
What
And
if
I'm pretty sure
we?
you were a criminal long before you and I met.
Now, wait a
What if
minute.
we
Everything that
convince? What if we convince the rock
Okay.
to attack your enemy? That way, our hands remain clean. It's just a hungry bird who attacks someone holding meat.
The man killed a dragon. I'm pretty sure he can take on a big bird. So the rock would be great if it joined us in the fight, but
If we're going to do what Jed wants to do, I'm just saying maybe we take out the dwarf first. The dwarf was the one with the little instrument, right?
No, that was the gnome.
The gnome. The gnome first. He's carrying around a musical instrument, which just makes me think he's like, you don't casually carry around musical instruments investigating dangerous places unless there's something like Lyla grade off.
Right, right. Well, as much as I was hoping our new friend wouldn't find out like this, I'm really not sure I can stick around very long if this is what we're gonna do. So,
I'm sorry, Lyla.
Of course.
So whose balls are we smashing?
So
Oh,
at
Adrian
this
is just
point,
like, what?
Yeah, we'll get into all of that later. Don't fucking worry about it.
at this point, coming down the stairs, because it's probably been about 15 minutes out of game as well as in game, um, you see the three. I don't think Jed would recognize the other two. There is the gnome with the hurdy-gurdy, and there is the elf with the sword at her side. And all three of them are helping carry down this other giant goose leg that the rock kind of looks up at and kind of shifts a little bit. Like it's still very hungry, of course. Um, and you see Deacon Hubbard at the front and just he looks directly at Chauncey and says, "Ah, I guess these are your friends." And that's where we're going to end this week's episode. So join us next week as we figure out exactly what the hell is going to happen next. So I'll see you all next week, and I will see the rest of you in about 10 minutes.